Everyone, welcome to my video. Now listen, I'm not a doctor and I'm not giving medical advice, but my advice to an obese couple, they were having big problems. The man, he was so big and swollen. He was over 450 pounds. He was having trouble with congestive heart failure. And his wife, listen, she was way over the 500-pound mark. And she too was suffering with all kind of health problems. And they were talking to me and asked me, they said, I've known them, for a long time. They asked me, Grandpa, what did you do to lose all that weight? See, I lost 53 pounds after my wife died. I had to go in, my gallbladder exploded, and then I had to have esophageal surgery. So they put me on a liquid diet for a year. I drank 3 Ensures a day, and to this very day I cannot even stand the smell of Ensure. When I walk in Walmart and I see the Ensure, the aisle there that's got the Ensure and all the other protein drinks and stuff like that on it, I look the other way because it kind of nauseates me. Friends, I did that for a year and a half, and then they told me to start eating cottage cheese, and they told me to start eating all the Jell-O that I wanted, in addition to my 3 times a day of Ensure. And I did this, and finally they told me they wanted me to start going on solid food. Now what I did is I bought the pot pies. I think they call it Martha Stewart's. I can't think of the name of them. But I would get the turkey pot pies, and I'd also get the chicken pot pies. And I couldn't eat the crust because it choked me so bad. So I just ate the middle of it. Well, after a while, the prices started going way up when the Democrats pulled off what they pulled to take the election away from Donald Trump. And they caused all that January 6th thing to cover everything up, to quickly create chaos and get Mike Pence and the rest of their good buddies to go ahead and certify the election that we all know was stolen. This thing wasn't done in a corner. This thing wasn't done in a corner. Come on, people. 385,000 votes found laying out in the street with only Joe Biden's name on each one of them. Come on, people. And then in that voting place, they ran the Republicans and everybody out. Then they started pulling out suitcases, and they started standing over there right in front of the camera, running votes through, and they'd pick them up and run them through again. Then they'd pick them up and run them through again. So you see, people, we know what they did, but they pulled it off. It did work for them. They got what they wanted. They wanted several $1 trillion. And Trump's administration needs to bring in full investigations. Follow the money. Follow the money. Those trillions of dollar bills they had passed through, it goes in a circle, people, and comes right back into their pockets and all their multiple overseas bank accounts. You know that just as well as I do. This thing hadn't been done in a corner. But friends, I lost 53 pounds. Boom. And I never got it back because I eat mush. I eat what I call mush. It's soft food. I eat canned chicken breast, which I've got right here to show you. I get it at Walmart's. And I use 2 cans in each pot that I make. But I use canned vegetables. I put for example, I put dark red kidney beans in. 1 can of chickpeas. I had them here earlier. I also put a can of sweet corn in. I take all the juice out. I drain all the juice out of every one of them. But this is what I do, people, to survive. And I'm doing great. I'm doing great. I don't take any prescriptions or anything. I'm doing fine. I'm 73 years old. But I told this obese couple about what I did, and they're desperate because, you see, he's developing congestive heart failure. He's already come down with sugar diabetes. He's been having lots of problems with his blood pressure, and she has too. So I told them about it, And they started doing it out of desperation. They said, there's no way in the world I can live like you did. 2 pot pie middles a day and 3 insures. I can't do that, even with a cottage cheese and Jell-O. Well, friends, it was either that or they were going to die. Well, they did it, and they lost weight. I wanted to bring them on the video and show everybody, but they you know, you can understand. I respect people's privacy, and they were embarrassed. I mean, you would be too if you had a severe health problem that bloated you up big. And of course, they like beer. They both drink beer a lot. The man and the woman, they drink a lot of beer. And I've been trying to help them for a long time. And I tell you what, they have fought like everything. When I first told them about it 3 years ago, when I'd had my surgery, when I was going through it, they said, there's no way in the world we'd ever do that, man. No way. I just have to die. Because I like my barbecue, I like my steaks, I like grilling in the backyard. We have hamburgers, we have steaks, we have hot links, we have a sausage. We smoke the sausage, the Polish sausage. We have our brisket, and we have our baked potatoes that we love so much. And I just happen to have some baked potatoes right here. I just pulled out of the oven. They're golden potatoes. Now I take these right here, and I put some butter, some sea salt, and black pepper. Friends, potatoes are extremely good for you, and they're good for your digestive system. If you're not feeling good at your stomach, I'm not giving medical advice. When I'm not feeling good at my stomach, I can eat some of these baked potatoes, and I feel fine. I feel fine. But I just wanted to come on here and let this be aired, and let other people that perhaps you may be having the same problems, and you may want to consider doing the same thing I did and they did. Now, I'm not giving medical advice. I'm just telling you what I did and what these 2 individuals did. I wish I could say their names, but I'm not allowed to do so without, their permission. And we have to have it in writing and everything else. And they're kind of embarrassed and shy about coming in front of a camera and talking about their medical conditions. But listen, they're doing so well, they're not taking blood pressure medication anymore. And I was going to tell you something else that I do a lot. I would buy sliced beets, not the vinegar sliced beets, but the water. And I would drink the juice, and then I would eat the beets a little bit at a time. And this helped me so much. And I want to show you something else I did too, people. This is very, very important. Is I had vegetable juice that I bought at Walmart, and I would drink that about a glass in the morning and a glass in the evening. And I also traded it out for straight tomato juice that I would get at Walmart, and I would drink 2 glasses of that a day. One in the early hours of the morning, and then one in the late hours of the evening. And friends, I lost 53 pounds. I didn't want to lose 53 pounds, but see, I had no other choice. I'd had massive surgery, and I had to do these things. But I'm just telling you, this is what I did, helping an obese couple, and I'm glad I was able to help it. Somebody listened to me, and they copied what I did, and they're doing great now. They lost, I think he lost 312 pounds, and she has done the same. And I wish that they would let me bring them on here. I'm going to keep talking to them because I'd very much like for them to come on and tell you their story, how they got started. They started eating a lot of Twinkies, cupcakes. They ate Tootsie Rolls by the entire package. They were telling me all this stuff. And they would go, whereas me and you might have a candy bar, one in a week years ago. They would buy entire packages of candies and eat that whole package up in one sitting. So, I mean, we don't realize these things that we're damaging ourselves. You know what I'm saying? So we get to overeating, and the next thing you know, we're all in serious trouble. But people, I just wanted to come on and tell you about it. Hit the like button, subscribe. I'm Grandpa Hickory, and if any of my relating this story to you can help you in your situation, I most certainly hope so. But you cannot eat the crust of the pot pie. You take that, I'd let it dry out, and then I'd take it outside and crumple it up in the yard, and the birds. I had some of the most beautiful birds I'd ever seen in my life. And they come in and they eat those crumbs from the turkey pot pie and the chicken pot pie. Hey, you have a good day. I'll see you on the next video. Goodbye from Texas. All I try to do is be a helping to others in any way I can. See you on the next video.